Hey guys, Blake Snodgrass here. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down the exact agency infrastructure that allowed me to grow my marketing agencies, one from 0 to 50K per month, one from 0 to 70K per month, and then actually sell my digital marketing agency within 30 days of putting it on the market because of this infrastructure that turned my agency into a well-oiled automated machine that was very attractive for another large agency to acquire. Okay, so having said that, let's dive right in. So this infrastructure that allowed me to do all of this is what I call the 6 core agency pillar infrastructure. Okay, maybe I can come up with a catchier name in the future. But anyways, these are 6 core pillars that if you build out these pillars in your agency as an infrastructure, this will allow you to grow and scale and also remove yourself from one part of the agency at a time, right? Whenever we get started growing a digital marketing agency, we're wearing every single hat and we're doing it all. But as you grow, as you scale, as you increase your revenue, you should start to remove yourself from one piece of the puzzle at a time or one pillar at a time. Okay, so let's talk about what the 6 core pillars are. Number 1 is lead generation. Okay, this is getting in touch with prospective clients to offer your services to. Okay, whether you use paid advertising like Google ads or Facebook ads, or whether you do organic prospecting like reaching out to people on Facebook or LinkedIn or referral programs, etc. This is the part where you're getting in touch with new potential customers. Okay, and the second pillar is your sales process. Okay, so after we're getting in touch with business owners, we need to have a well-defined sales process that allows us to take a cold prospect all the way to someone who we could potentially close a deal with. Okay, in my marketing agency, we did what we called a 2-step close. So the first call we had with the prospect was an intro call where we really just got to know the business, we qualified them, and we made sure that they were a good fit for a potential client. The second part was the demo call or the actual pitch call where we told them about our services, we pitched them our offer, and we closed them on a managed marketing services package, which leads me to pillar number 3, which is actually closing. This is where we talk about your sales ability. We also talk about the packaging of your offer, everything that involves actually getting a deal done and closing and collecting cash, right? This is the third pillar. Now, over time, you can outsource this and bring on salespeople to do that for you, but ultimately, this is probably one of the last pieces of the puzzle or pillars that you remove yourself from in the agency. Then the fourth pillar is onboarding, okay? So after you close a deal, after you have cash collected, we need to have a well-defined process, hopefully with an SOP or standard operating procedure in place for onboarding the client. This is collecting all the information we need from the client so we can start their managed marketing services. So if you're onboarding someone for like a website or SEO, you need to collect information from them such as their website login, their Google My Business access, all that fun stuff, right? If you're doing like paid ad campaigns for them, like Facebook ads or Google ads, of course we need to have access to either their ad account or the credit card that they're going to put on the ad account or what kind of offer they're trying to promote through their advertising. We need to get any and all information we need from them to get started. The last thing I'll say about this is you want to have this really down packed as a really streamlined onboarding procedure, because the last thing we want is for our client to experience buyer's remorse, right? This is the notion that they sign on for our services, but nothing seems streamlined, nothing is going smooth, we don't seem like we have a process, we're not setting expectations, they feel like we're not doing our job or that we're not professional, and then they start to experience this buyer's remorse, like they wish they hadn't signed up. We want to prevent that. We want to make sure the first 30 days of the client being on board with you is super smooth, everything goes well, the client is super happy. We actually go above and beyond by like giving them a digital Starbucks gift card, some type of digital resource for free upon signing up. We make sure that we give them a bunch of extra bonuses and goodies upon signing up so they're super happy within that first 30 days. Okay, the next pillar is fulfillment. So this is of course managing the fulfillment in your agency and monitoring performance. Okay, simply put, this is you or your business doing the work for your clients, whether it's Google ads, Facebook ads, website design, SEO, whatever it is, this is actually getting the work done for your customers. Now we need to think about quantity or speed and quality. So are things getting done on an acceptable timeline, and are you generating good results and performance for your client? These are all things that you should of course be quality checking and making sure that the results are what the client expected. Now in the beginning stages, you will most likely be doing all of this fulfillment yourself, but over time you can start to put other employees or white label contractors in place to do this this part for you. And quite frankly, this is the first pillar I advise that you remove yourself from to free up more time for sales. And then the last pillar is account management. This is communications, retention, client reporting, client upselling, everything having to do with keeping your clients happy, managing performance and reporting, setting expectations, and also identifying opportunities to sell existing clients on larger packages or reach out to happy clients and get referrals from them for new clients. And actually, I have another video on my YouTube channel specifically about on this part, upselling, cross-selling, and getting referrals from current clients. One last thing I will say about this is that this pillar is vastly undervalued or underrated, okay? I know a lot of digital marketing agencies who are doing 10K per month or 20K per month that could be doing 25K, 35K, 40K overnight if they just understood how to leverage this pillar. If you have an account manager put in place, or if you are managing the accounts yourself, getting in touch with happy clients and asking them for referrals, upselling them, or cross-selling them on similar services. These are all ways where you can increase the revenue for your agency pretty much overnight. So having said all that, guys, let me recap these 6 core pillars that allowed me to structure my agency in such a way that I was able to go from 0 to 70K per month in about 11 months. And then within 30 days, sell my marketing firm because it was pretty much running itself. These pillars are lead generation, sales process, closing, onboarding, fulfillment, and account management. The last thing I want to talk about is in what order you should start removing yourself from each of these pillars. Now, I recommend that as you start to grow your company from 5 to 10 to 15K per month, you try to remove yourself from the pillar of fulfillment first. That is where most of your time gets sucked up in. That is where most of your time goes towards. So if you can start to either bring on a media buyer on staff or start to outsource the work to a white label contractor or fulfillment company, you get to take back a lot of your time and devote that time to what I call RGA, or revenue generating activities, aka prospecting and sales. The next pillar you want to remove yourself from is account management. You need someone doing your client communications, client calls, and reporting. Now that you have fulfillment and reporting and communications completely off your plate, now you can really focus on solely just sales. And then as you start to scale up, once you're in the, I would say 30, 40, 50, 60K range, you can even start to remove yourself from sales by bringing on a salesperson to start taking the leads that you're generating for them. And then before you know it, you have an agency that is really well automated. You have leads coming in the front door, either from paid ads or from client referrals or from organic lead generation. You have people taking your sales calls and closing deals. You have onboarding, which is your account manager doing that. You have fulfillment in place and taken care of. You have your account manager then handling reporting and ongoing communications. And of course, upsells, cross-sells, and client retention, client happiness, referrals, all that fun stuff. And now you truly do have an agency that runs itself. This is why when I scaled up from 15 to 30 to 50 to 70K per month, I was still only working, don't tell anyone, I was only working like 20 hours a week, maybe. And most of that time was spent on bringing in new business so my sales guys could close new deals, right? But this is how you grow an agency that runs itself, okay? So I hope you found this super, super valuable. I think that one of the pillars that most people struggle with is the lead generation and sales process. And I actually have a video on my channel specifically talking about the 8-step sales process we used to close over 70 deals in the past 12 months. So as you're working on these pillars, make sure that you're also sharpening your sales abilities as well. So click the link above and check out that video to start working on your sales chops as you are also putting these 6 pillars in place for your agency.